okay, was when I got pregnant, had baby at 34. Okay, so I didn't have any concerns because Ethan, I'm concerned now.
I think concerns normally lie more with the woman because they always say biological clock is ticking.
Hey family, welcome back to
OnCLoudLindsay.
Hi.
And if you are new, welcome to the family. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. And hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up. And leave a comment down below.
Yes.
So
let's get into it. Today, listen, we've been getting a few questions about how our journey having a baby has been so far. So we wanted to just jump on here and talk a little bit about having a baby.
No, at our age.
Having, like actually physically having a baby. At what is our age? I'm 25. I'm like, what is this our age that you talk about?
Because apparently there's some stigma attached to having baby after 30. Having your first child after 30. And there are a lot of questions about how we dealt with those kind of stuff and how we are doing now that we actually have the child. So it's going to be in the form of Q&A. So I have the questions here and let's get right into it. Make sure if you have any similar experience or if your experience is different, feel free to share it in the comments.
Yes.
We'll be reading them, we'll be replying, or
if you have any questions, just drop them down there as well so we can answer them.
All right, so let's get right into it.
Let's get into it.
How we feel about having a baby, our first child in our 30s. Yes, I know we look like 25 and 26, but we're climbing the ladder.
I'm 25, he's 26.
All right, so the first question is, when did you originally want to start having kids?
So ideally, my plan was to have a baby at 26 years old. I wanted to have my first child at 26 years old. Notice I did not say anything about being married because my plan is I'm going to have my baby and me and my little baby, we're going to travel the world together and we're going to see it all. Son's husband. Listen, it can be arranged.
Well, for me, I also wanted to get my first child at 26. But I always thought I would get married by 25, enjoy marriage for 1 year, and start having children at 26. Well, if you want to say I can have children, start getting them at 26. So that was originally my plan as well. But it didn't work that way.
Clearly, because now you're 40.
And guess what the other question is? Why didn't you?
Why didn't I? Because I'm going to have to say because the Lord saw that I couldn't do a single mom life. Because the Lord's like, nah, you cannot be a single mother. Flat out.
Does that?
Listen, and I say that because it takes strength to carry up a child, to just have a young baby and to be a single mother. It takes, oh my goodness, I applaud women who did this, are doing this by themselves, because the Lord saw and the Lord knew that I needed a partner. I needed a helpmate to do this because I'm about to tell myself.
Talk, please.
Because honestly, sometimes he's crying and I'm sat there crying with him. So I needed.
When you said he's crying, you pointed at me. He's
No.
crying, not me.
No, I'm saying I needed help, somebody to come and be like, listen, give me the baby and you can
And comfort the two babies.
But really, that's it. That's why it didn't happen when I was that age.
For me, I think it didn't happen because I was still focused on getting qualified, going to school. At 25, I don't even remember where I was. I think I was in China by 25. Mm-hmm. I was in China at age 25. So, nowhere near getting married. And if I'm nowhere near getting married, I'm nowhere near getting a child. So, that was really why it took us until now to get our first child. Were you pressured to have kids early?
Early?
Like before 30? Have kids before age 30?
No.
No?
No. I mean, I never felt pressured. I think that, of course, always wanted a grandmother always wanted a grandchild. So, of course, there was always talks about a grandbaby, but I never felt pressured to anything. Mainly, I think part of the reason was because I'm a Rolling Stone.
Yeah, I don't know
much. A professional expat. So, I think everybody just knew I'm a traveler. I'm in these streets.
In these streets doing what?
So nobody's gonna be
expecting you to have a child.
Kid. I don't think anybody expected me to get married even.
Remember at my wedding?
They're like,
at my
she's
wedding.
Out in the streets. At your wedding?
At my wedding. I think it was similar for me. We tend to have a lot of similarities. My parents, they would mention it from time to time. They didn't really pressure me in a sense, but they would always bring it up. When are you going to have a child? You're not getting married. When are you going to have pitney? Where you are with pan? When you have money and not spending money. All kinds of reasons to say that's why I'm not getting a child. Mm-hmm. And like other family members, some friends, but again, I didn't feel pressured, but it just happened from time to time. And I always just ignore it. I tell them if it should happen, it will happen. And I never gave the impression that I really wanted a child or I really wanted to get married. I was just focusing on the present and what I was trying to accomplish at that time. So because of that, a lot of persons thought I wouldn't get married too and probably wouldn't have kids. And even at my wedding, someone in a toast said, I didn't know this man would get married. If you know, you know. Was there concerns about having a child at this age?
Okay, let me just clear up something. We got pregnant.
Wait, and how did you deal with those concerns?
Okay,
if they were concerns?
So let me just put it out there. He keeps saying at this age, like I'm at some age that's old.
Yeah. When I said this, I'm referring to in 30s because that's what we're talking
33.
About. Mm-hmm.
Okay, was when I got pregnant. Had baby at 34. Okay, so I didn't have any concerns because Ethan, I'm concerned now. I didn't have any concerns about being pregnant or getting pregnant because I didn't see my age as any type of issue or any type of problem or something to be worried or concerned about. So no, I didn't really have any concerns about it. You were worried. I think my only concern, like I kept thinking, okay, when he's by the time he's finished university, I'll be in my 50s when he finishes university. So that's a good age. That's a good age to.
Is still a good age?
Yeah, that's a good age to, but no, not really.
I didn't have any concern. I think concerns normally lie more with the woman because they always say biological clock is ticking, which I used to hear a lot of, but now that we have our first child, I'm not hearing that anymore about biological clock ticking. It stopped ticking. Or it slowed down or something, I don't know. But I haven't really been hearing that expression these days. But that's normally a concern for a lot of women. And yes.
Got a question.
Mm-hmm.
You were hearing it from who?
Don't worry, I just used to hear it. I just used to hear it.
Okay.
And now I'm not hearing it anymore in my ears.
Okay. Because it could never be from me.
Yes, but and with that, if it depends on how many children you want to have, and then by what age you want to stop having children. So when you start thinking about all those other things, and I guess there might be some concern depending on what your plans and your intentions are. But outside of that, there wasn't really any great concern. Did they say you were at high risk?
Not really, because of my age, no.
No. Oh, but
because listen, women we don't start getting advised, or doctors don't start really worrying about. Again, I am not a doctor, so if you're a doctor and you're watching this, please feel free to correct me. I will take it. They don't start advising us or being concerned about our pregnancies until you hit about 36, 37. That's when it starts becoming like you're getting older, your eggs are starting to go, so you should probably start looking to have kids now, or start get them out now, because you're approaching 40. But listen, lots of women 40s, 50s, 60s are still having babies as old as whatever, as old as they get, or as old as they want to have a baby. You can still have a baby. There's no age, as long as you are capable of having a child. There is no age limit for you to. You don't need to worry about it, right? Just talk to your doctor.
Age limit. There is an age limit.
Talk to your doctor about if you feel like you're older. You can definitely talk to your doctor about it and see if having a child is the best thing for you if you're able to do it. But with modern science and modern medicine, women are having baby as late as 50s and 60s, maybe even older. I don't know. But I personally, I've never really been concerned about, I'm getting old, I need to have a baby. I've never felt that way. And I still don't feel that way.
Nope. Well, well, maybe I kind of feel that way, if I'm going to be honest, because of the number of children I wanted to have. I wanted to have at least 6 boys, and then we can try for the girl. Depending on how much she would like to space them out, we may or may not be able to get all of them, so I'm a little concerned. I'm a little concerned. But with that
I feel like at this point, at my age, you should be grateful that you have 1 child. You talking about 6. I haven't heard a thank you for my 1 child yet. So when you give me that thank you for my 1 child, then we can talk about. Then I can see how genuine your thanks is, and we can talk about having a second. How about that? Talk about 6 kids.
Thank you with our next child. How do you feel now that you have had your first child? And I think it's like, in the sense where, do you feel like you've had your child late? Was it right on time, or what?
I feel he's right on He is right on time, because God don't make mistakes. So he's here when he is supposed to be here, and um, he's been an amazing addition to our family.
So, any advice
Advice
on the topic
that I would give?
Yes.
I mean, it's been said, like I said before, you can have babies, you can have your babies at whatever age. There is no time frame for you to do things. You can have baby, get married, have your career. You can have your career, have a baby, get married. You can
as long as you do it
get
before
married, baby, career.
menopause.
Whatever your the timeline that you're working with is your timeline. It's up to you whenever you decide that you feel good and ready to get on this journey. Whatever it is that you choose to do, we support it. Right? We aren't here to tell anybody don't do it because you're of a certain age. No, whatever is right for you is right for you. It's between you and God. That's it. So go for it and be great.
My advice is, in a sense, agreeing with what she said. The best time to have a child is when you are ready and you know that you are ready. Because all those people who are asking you about it, they are not going to be helping you with the bills, with the fees, with any kind of expenses that come with raising a child. So it's when you are ready, that's when it's a good time to have a child. I mean, sometimes it can happen when you didn't plan for it, but if God bring you to it, He'll bring you through it, right? There will be a way. But if you're planning, of course, plan for a child when you are ready. Age is not necessarily, and I don't even know who came up with having a baby after 30 is starting late. I don't know where that came from. And in the Jamaican context, it's even worse because they start saying all manner of evil. Why you're not getting married? Why you're not having a child? Your workplace, you this, you that, you waste time, you waste this, you
at
waste
20.
time. Exactly. And it's not like right. So you can't really let the negative comments or any kind of peer pressure get to you. Just focus on what you're doing, and you know within yourself when the time is right, it will happen. And 30 is not late. So whoever put that timeline, created that timeline, need to make some adjustment, because 30 is not, especially in these times, people are not getting stable until they're near 30 or way in their 30s before you can finally get stable in life.
Exactly.
You know, with all these debt, student loan, this loan, mortgage, this, that, salary not high enough, it's like you have to wait many more years before you can finally settle down and feel like you have enough to bring a child into this world and take care of them. So that's my advice and or opinion. So share your thoughts with us. We always
your
welcome
comments,
them.
your questions, leave them for us down below. Let
us know. That's it. I guess I hope we didn't leave out anything. And if we did, send us your questions as usual, and we'll definitely come with a part 2. All right. Anything else?
That's it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you next time
on Cloud Lindsay. Say bye.